Hey there gorgeous gays, Version2 here with the Game Awards 2025. That's right, Geoff Keighley cannot be stopped. He is here once again to give out a bunch of awards to a lot of popular games and the couple of indies that he's actually heard about. I gotta change the Twitch category, otherwise I'll get sued. So we have another year of Game Awards. We skimmed through a couple of things last year. Astrobot won things. I was happy. I think last year was when they announced Okami too. That was nice. We haven't heard anything about that yet, but also, like, Kamiya was, like, barred from working in the games industry for a year because of anti-compete clauses in Japan. So that game would have been announced, like, right as he was able to start working on it. So it makes sense that we haven't heard anything, because it's, like, nothing would have been made about that game when that thing was announced. But we're here for another year of announcements thinly presented in the guise of an award show. Fun fact, Twitch broadcast still had chat emotes floating on the screen. It was horrible. That does sound horrible. You know, it also sounds horrible. The amount of Gacha games that will have announcements in this if we actually sat down and watched the whole thing. But we're not doing that! Crafts has been very kind to give me a list of things that I'm looking at. I don't know any of the announcements from this. I know what won Game of the Year. I straight up asked that because I was just like, I have no shoe in any of the horses that are competing this year, because some of the games are games that I haven't played yet, but I want to play at some point, and the other games are games that I probably won't play. Wasn't like last year where I'm just like, I'm partway through Astrobot, is it doing well? And then it did. So I know what's one game of the year, so it's not like a big thing. But again, that was never going to be like a big, oh my god, yay! My thing did it! Because I haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza or Clair Obscure Expedition 33 yet. I haven't bought this game awards at all, watching or reading after that, so we can fight together and trust Crafts did a good job. Yay. Please be mindful there are sometimes stands out for a standing segment. It should say 2 games or award plus game or something like that. I do see the very first thing we do is for 2 games at 21:16. So if we go to 21:16 and just skip all of these things here, we're going to 21. I see a beret. I wonder what that's about. I see a beret.
Inspire generations of creators and players. Thank you.
I think Clair Obscure may have won an award here. Just maybe.
Congratulations.
Do we have closed captions? We do.
Speaking of independent teams, this next game is a special one from a brand new independent studio. It comes from Day for Night, a new studio from the lead designer of Red Dead Redemption and the creative director of Mario
Independent by, like,
Rabbids.
Game Award standards?
We're excited to share this global announcement with you for this action-adventure game that blends exploration with mind-bending freeform puzzles.
These are really bad closed captions. Day 4-9.
I love
Honey Badger!
Okay, sunshine, check. Back, check. Time for a new platforming adventure. What? My village was gone. All I wanted was to go back home. Badgerborn. Tried exploring. Did some jumping around. You know, the classics. It's what I do. Everywhere I went looked strange and weirdly unfinished. And that's when I found it.
Oh, okay, so this is like...
Everything changed. Literally.
Oh, so it's like game meta-ness. Okay.
Make your own platform game, baby. Now we're talking. I had a new grasp on things. I learned tricks that blew my mind.
Cyber Badger? Okay.
I really transformed myself. This thing is amazing! Made a bunch of new friends.
The Lost Badger.
Picked up new wheels. Figured out how to think big. And small. I had it all. And then the code broke down.
Oh no! It's a person again! I can't tell if this is going to be a sequence in the game or if this is just a bit for the trailer.
And that's when I found you.
Bradley the Badger. Interesting concept.
Okay, so I always expected it to be the AI chatbots that achieve sentience first, but I'm down for an animated Badger singularity. And yes, that is actor Evan Peters playing the role of Bradley the Badger.
I remember another game.
I have one more
like this
world
with
premiere
Hack the
for you.
Objects puzzle thing.
It comes from an incredible brand new studio in Osaka, Japan. This is a wholly original new world coming in 2026.
How many new
and we're
studios are
excited
there?
to share the announcement and the first look at gameplay with you.
How many new studios are opening up? Why does this feel like Lollipop Chainsaw? Why does this really feel like Lollipop Chainsaw?
Don't even know I got your name, girl.
This absolutely feels Lollipop Chainsaw inspired.
I will break through the wall, I will stand tall. With you here in my heart, I will never fall. Step in love, will not die, never know.
In the depths of the night, I will take flight. Gobble up, mighty fall, walk consume and blow. Stupid, never dies, never died away.
I mean, the song goes hard. The song does go hard. The song does go hard. Stupid Never Dies is the actual name. This feels so Grasshopper inspired. Like, if they didn't say, like, brand new team, I would say this is just like, wait a minute, isn't Romeo as a Dead Man not out yet? I can't read what that says.
Humans.
I can't read what that says.
Okay, if that doesn't get you hyped for the main show, then maybe you're the problem.
I do not like this woman. GP Traxy fight that doesn't tell me or something. This woman. She's made a chat GPT joke, and now she's just like, "You're the problem." I'm just like, alright, okay, I don't like you presenting. I'm skipping to 29:36. I'm skipping her talking. She reminds me too much of female Geoff Keighley. I mean, I'm curious about Stupid Never Dies. I'll definitely say that. I'm curious about that. Am I getting clear obscure propaganda? I'm getting clear of.
Lâche pinceau qui te s'étoile.
remain diegetic, like the vocal tracks, because I've heard like a few vocal tracks, and honestly, with just like what I see about the game, it's hard to tell whether it's like actual like musical notes of like, oh, these are the actual characters singing these songs during these moments, or whether it's just like, no, it's just like no, I got close on that. Gotta go still something. Okay. See, if I play this game, which is on the list, if I play Expedition 33, there's one detail about the playthrough that's gonna happen. Chat will not be on screen for this playthrough. Expedition 33 is too frustratingly discoursed for me to want to play that game and have a chat where any randoms can come in and comment on it. It'll be like, I'm going to VIP people who I trust to comment about it and not be weird.
Forever. That's what living is.
Am I watching this thing?
And to embrace change.
It's multiple things. This is just a thing about that. It'll be a thing of I will VIP people and VIP only chat with people who I can trust. Because look, I'll be honest. After let's say certain RPG experiences. And I'm not going to say any more than that. After certain recent JRPG experiences, what I have realized is that this is a weirdly games heavy in more into Geoff's dad. Because Geoff's dad a gamer. But like there are games that people will discourse about, and people where it's just like, I mean, every game nowadays just has like a shitload of discourse about it, and that is frustrating. From my experience, RPGs are the ones where people's discoursing gets the most frustrating. And so if I was to play Expedition 33 on stream, I would not want to see chat because it would be a nightmare. I would trust, like, all of the regulars who show up to, like, more streams. I would trust them. Like, I'd trust Crafts. Because I also don't expect Crafts to, like, if I have an issue with anything in the game, I don't expect Crafts to be weird about it. Honestly, I kind of expect you to probably agree with me, because I've seen from experience that you're willing to have very heavy criticisms about stuff that you love. Final Fantasy XIV being a perfect example. So, like, I trust you. I trust you. If I'm just streaming that game, though, and I have people coming in and chat who aren't, like, part of the channel, or, like, have only been there for, like, 1 or 2 games, I have no trust for people to be normal, given what, like, just every bit of online conversation about it is. I have plenty of issues with E33. No game is perfect. Anyways, we are skipping forward to 42:38. Well, I'll be honest, like, the reaction from people from me playing it is one of the biggest things that pushes me away from wanting to do Clair Obscure. Because there are already other playthroughs that things have happened to them because of people's response to them. So there is that.
So, let's get started. It's time
It's 42
for our
minutes
very
in.
first world premiere. Something truly special that we're
Were the
honored
other games
to debut
announced
here
earlier?
at the Game Awards.
Were the other games already announced elsewhere and I just never knew about them? Also, if you trick me into watching any, intergalactic whatever it is things crafts, I'm considering it a hate crime. I see space and I'm just like, if you're tricking me into watching any Druckmann thing, I consider it a hate crime. I would never do that to anyone. Why do I feel like this is Star Wars based on music? Just that I'm hearing. Oh no, it's okay. No, it is very much Star Wars. As a Star Wars Ask Jen engine. It's Star Wars. Yeah, there's just a certain aesthetic to certain things in Star Wars without their tech works. It's like very noticeable. Like if this isn't a Star Wars, it's definitely inspired by it, down to minutia, which is not a bad thing. But I'm assuming it is indeed a Star Wars. Is that a Daisy Ridley, or is it just meant to look like, or is it just someone who kind of looks like Daisy Ridley? On the back. Fate of the Old Republic. Old Republic. Old Republic. People like Old Republic. Is that like a remake, or is that like an actual new Old
Star
Republic?
Wars Fate of the Old Republic is a brand new single-player action role-playing game set in the Old Republic era.
Wow.
Of course, and directed by Casey Hudson, who's joining us here tonight. Casey was, of course, the director on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and the Mass Effect series. And we are so excited that Casey and
That is
Star
actually
Wars are back
huge.
together again.
That
All
is
right, we have
actually
many more
fucking
game
massive.
announcements to come. Going to be hard to top that one, but right now
That is
we have
actually
a very special guest
fucking
I'd like
huge.
to bring out. Please welcome
Oh, Casey
Miss Piggy.
Edwards. Yeah, who got? Did you say Miss Piggy? Where are Statler and Waldorf?
Oh, hello to all of you gaming
Where are Statler and
fans out
Waldorf?
there. And hello to you, my little Jeffy Poo.
Piggy, it is so great to have you here at the Game Awards, and thank you for accepting our invitation. I really
Oh,
appreciate it.
you know I would never turn down an invitation from you.
Chat, I'm
Not
uncomfortable.
After Bora Bora. Which, by the
Chat.
way, was certainly not a bore, a Bora.
Piggy, come on. This is a public event.
Oh, someone's being shy.
Did Geoff
Piggy, I
fuck
can't
that
believe
puppet?
My mom is right there. I mean, more importantly,
Geoff fuck that
let's move on to
puppet?
what you're going to do something later. You got a really special moment later in the show. You're going to be doing something, right?
Yes, that's
I need to know, did Geoff fuck that puppet?
Especially for you. And Foo, Jeffy Poo.
I think
Okay,
Geoff
well,
fucked the
I can't
puppet.
Wait, Miss Piggy. We'll
I
see you
am
later.
so excited. Yes, gotta run. Want to
Okay.
make sure this performance is just perfect. Kissy, kissy, everybody.
I think Geoff fucked that
Miss
puppet.
Piggy, everybody. We'll see her a little bit later, and you guys are going to love it. All right, we have so
Over 20 years
much
since the
Game
last single-player
Awards
Old
ahead.
Republic.
The surprise
Okay,
is
so okay, questions that I have about Old Republic. So that they said it was Casey Hudson from the Knights of the Old Republic. Was Casey Hudson also on Knights of the Old Republic 2? No, I think Kermit and Miss Piggy are just in an open relationship. I don't think you can keep a diva like that chained down to one man. I think it's just more so that one person isn't enough for her. Like in a good way. Why do I still have the no spoilers tag on? The studio similarly sprung from nowhere has been funded by NetEase. It is out of nowhere. But yeah, was Casey Hudson and like the team? Because from what I've heard, is that Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2 are like fairly different. This is just what I've not played any of them. So I'm just like, I don't know if like it's 1 or 2 that are like the massively, I mean, they're both beloved, I know that. But I don't know whether it's just like, oh, everyone talks about KOTOR 1 or KOTOR 2 is like the huge one. And if they're different teams on them, it's been like, I mean, either way, they're both KOTOR. They're both like beloved games, and having like another KOTOR game with people who are working on the original coming back is a big fucking deal. But I don't know specifics when it comes to the KOTORing.
Keep coming, I promise you. More awards, and later, Evanescence rocks the stage.
Yo, they're gonna do pandemonium tracks. Let's go.
Here for survival training? Of course you are.
Yeah, this one.
Pathetic. Now, we've compiled some valuable training.
Oh my God,
tips, so
Susie.
you can stand a chance against the hungry undead.
Susie! Oh my God!
We can just run around those, right?
Silence, both of you. Out there, you'll need more than your foolish instincts to escape the monster's claws. Or to pick a fight with a martial arts master.
I do love a good fight.
Oh, Max! It's also Max!
Like winning them? Dude. You'll face samurai and demons and viruses.
Maximilian fucked up Stream Rival? Of course he did.
Samurai and
He
demons.
loves doing that shit.
Well, this is survival training.
I don't know who the other guy
Not
is.
survival tucking.
I don't
And
know who the
lucky
other
for
guy
all
is.
you helpless half-wits, we've cut the price on some top-notch materials.
Hold on, I
So
wanted to say
study
that.
up, fools.
That's
This isn't Conquest.
It's Red Sect.
that woman. That's the voice of Dimitrescu, right? I believe that's who that is. I believe the woman who was yelling at them. I believe that's Dimitrescu. I don't know who the guy with the chicken is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is Dimitrescu. Yeah. But hey, Susie and Max. Also, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this board yacht club animation bullshit? What is
A lot of
this?
fun. Dad, it's free.
Free red sex?
Do you think anyone here said sex?
He said sex, you said free.
Redacted sector. Really? Yeah. Is that the name? It is.
We gotta jump. Am I supposed to have a
What
big
the fuck
gun?
is
No,
this?
you're gonna find big guns down there, and we might even get a tank, noob.
Oh, a tank? We're not getting a tank if we don't jump. Oh, we need to jump. Yes.
Go, go, go!
Red sex!
It's Red Sect!
What the fuck? What the fuck am I looking at? Okay. I'm gonna skip past the red sex. If everyone's okay with me skipping past the red sex, I'm gonna skip past the red sex. What YouTuber got commissioned to make that? Again, I got Board Yacht Club vibes from it. Board Ape Yacht Club, like horrible animation things. Oh! John Carpenter's Toxic. Okay. Saw that for a couple of seconds.
All right.
Is that what I was
now
watching?
It's time to put an end to gaming's most controversial mystery.
I don't know what that means, Geoff. Is this what I'm watching? Was another Left 4 Dead clone? Ah. Mystery of Waluigi's nipples? Well, we know he's circumcised. Or uncircumcised. One of them was confirmed. I don't know enough about it, Clear Obscure Expedition 33 to know if this is Clear Obscure Expedition 33 propaganda. Is this an announcement for DLC for Expedition 33? Hello! Is this a jigsaw? Are we about to play a game? I still don't know if this is Clear Obscure. Oh, is it a Baldur's Gate? I don't know what this is yet. Is it a Jesus? They said it was gaming's biggest mystery, and I still don't know what it is. The mystery is what the game is. Gaming's biggest mystery. What is this advertising? I'm pretty sure there's a Hitman level that's like this. I'm pretty sure there's a Hitman level where they're like, they put a woman into a thing like this and ignite it and she burns. But it's meant to be a trick and she gets out, but if you like mess with the trap so she can't get out, that's how you kill her. Man, the next Mario game is fucked up. I'm gonna say no to Jesus. I don't know if you should have burnt that, man. It seemed to not go well. It is Larian! Oh, is this Divinity? Is this a Divinity? That's like the other thing I know that Larian worked on. The statue in the desert they ran into it 1 month before. Divinity! It is Divinity. It's like the other thing they worked on. Yeah. No more than Divinity? We don't know anything beyond that?
What a moment. That statue or monument that has fascinated the internet now has a name, the Hellstone. And yes, Larian, winners of Game of the Year in 2023 for Baldur's Gate 3, are hard at work on their next role-playing game, a continuation of the Divinity saga. Divinity is their biggest game ever. That's right, even larger than Baldur's Gate 3, promising more breadth and depth than ever before, and we cannot wait to tell you more in the future.
Yeah, this would have been much more exciting when this show happened, as opposed to the guy who, like, announced the award for Astrobot winning, like, from last year, having gone on, like, a fucking meltdown on social media the last couple days of being like, yeah, we've been using Gen AI, like, for all of our work. We're replacing, like, a lot of people with it. It's not going well. It kind of sucks. We've seen no benefits to it, but we're very insistent on using it all the time for everything. Yeah. More depth of AI-generated imagery than ever before. Yeah. Yeah, again, that interview is so confusing because the guy's just like, yeah, we're all in on Gen AI. We have so many plans for it. We're like using it to come up with all of these ideas and everything like that. And like in the same interview, he admits that they've seen like no benefits from using it. Like in the same interview where he is like talking about how like great, like how happy they are they're using it and how well it's going that they're using it. He also mentions that there's like no productivity bonuses to using it. And it's just like, what the fuck are you even talking about? What are we doing here? Oh,
to present our next award, please welcome two previous winners of Best Performance here at the Game Awards.
Over the years, a Golden Goose Studio comes along and Amelia dies 2 years later. Yes, yeah, you were. Yeah. ZAUM also died. Is this what I'm watching? Am I watching this award? Yeah, okay. Hello.
For the record, Neil said that he was wearing the dress this year, so I wash my hands of this. Anyway.
I just don't know why they keep pairing us up. All right.
Right.
Make it again. I already recognize his voice. I already know that's Asterion.
It's the art of pretending.
Well, actually,
I already recognize that's being
I think it's the
Asterian's
highly
voice.
disciplined craft of being dramatically truthful on purpose.
Convincing strangers you're someone else and then winning awards for lying.
Listen, I actually based my entire career on this. We really need to have a chat.
Neil, it's called comedy. Lock in.
Okay, so we're here today to recognize the amazing performers who convinced us through their lies and deceit, really, that they were warriors on a quest for vengeance in feudal Japan.
Dashing archaeologists with a penchant for fedoras and whips.
Pseudo-French revolutionaries holding baguettes for some reason.
And teenage girls forced to survive extraordinary psychological and physical terror.
The point is, acting is serious business, and we are serious actors here to talk about acting seriously, really. Just do the thing.
Okay. Here are the nominees for Best Liar. I mean, Actor.
Best Performance.
I'm about to get more Expedition 33 propaganda. Oh, Ben Star's actually
can't steal anyone else's future.
I will find every member of the Yote Six. I swear.
Forever, she was one of the main villains in Baldur's Gate 3. Oh! I'm getting more Expedition 33 propaganda.
These relics hold a force that could change the course of history.
From what I heard, Troy Baker did do a very good job in Indy.
And the Game Award goes to...
From what I heard, he actually did do a very good job in that.
Jennifer English!
Well, they used a Ben Starr line for both Ben Starr and Charlie Cox. They didn't know the difference. I'm getting more Expedition 33 propaganda. Wasn't Jennifer English also in Baldur's Gate 3? Or is that who you meant by? Or is that who you mean by the villain? Was Maggie the main? Was it Maggie one of the villains, or was it Jennifer English?
Thank you to everyone who voted. Wow, this is loud. This is not just my award. This takes a village. And oh my God, I love my passionate, beautiful soul, artistic, clever, beret-wearing village. Every single one of you.
Is Jennifer Shadowheart?
Guillaume, Jen,
or is she
special
Karlach?
shout out to Charlotte and Adeline, and of course, my wonderful Ben, who has been
also
my
in
ride or
Elden
die
Ring?
throughout all of this, my big brother.
Ah, she's shot, okay.
Thank you to my beautiful girlfriend, and
Yeah.
I just want to say...
Oh, yeah, okay. So you're Shadowheart, yeah.
to every neurodivergent person watching this in this room, because I know there's probably quite a lot of you, and at home, to all of you that feel like life is stuck on hard mode, this one is for you, and thank you so much to the games community and industry for giving us, so many of us, a home. For those who come after, thank you.
Good speech, good speech. Appreciate the speech, good one. Yeah, like I knew there was a bit of crossover from like some of the games. I didn't realize Ben Starr was actually
From
in
Bad
Expedition
Robot
33.
Games, please welcome J.J. Abrams and the creator of Left 4 Dead, Mike Booth.
That does not sound something like I'm gonna particularly watch. A minute two. We're skipping over to this.
Of companion characters. Enjoy.
Maggie Visible, and it's really heavy we're handing the trophy over. I see bushes and trees. Ghost Rider! Flaming Skullhead! No! Damn! So I have to be a YouTuber. I have to make predictions that are incredibly stupid based on what I see. Smash! It friendly. Smash the Wind wants to pass the grandma. Nice toss. So I noticed that the grandma does have bird feet. Why'd my thing not update for Craft saying why must we pass the grandma with bird feet? Why'd that not update? Why doesn't it say it there? My thing has stopped working. Uh-oh. Coven of the Chicken Foot. Sorry, my thing has stopped. Okay, there it goes. Baba Yaga, is that a bird feet grandma? I don't know enough folklore. I think Baba Yaga is someone who I was fighting against in Kirby Air Riders the other day. I guess it was a bit slow to respond. I've not seen that happen. Heck dies. We're making the last Guardian again. Was it actually Team Eco?
Please, over here.
Was that actually Team Eco? Because I very much got Last Guardian vibes from it, but no, okay. Am I watching this one?
I can explain what's going on.
What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, Soma! Wow, okay. I haven't heard these devs for a while.
What is existence, really? Surely a question without an answer. Your father thought he knew, and it inspired him to grant wishes.
Who's there? Nightmare.
That's why all of us are here. You want to understand, to know. Then you have to step beyond the walls surround you. Play your father's game. Push the very limits. Until you're reality itself. Breaks.
It definitely feels like the Soma devs. Ontos. It definitely feels like the Soma devs. I will definitely say that.
That was Ontos from Fractional Games, a sci-fi mystery and spiritual successor to Soma, set on a repurposed hotel on the moon. And yes, the unmistakable Stellan Skarsgård will star in the game. All right, there's more Game Awards ahead, but right now...
Spiritual success is interesting. Like, what if we made Soma, but, like, different and again? I mean, that seems to be significantly more budget than what Soma is. Like, not in terms of a criticism against Soma, but Soma is a game where you can, like, feel the budget restraints in it. Like, you don't see other people. You don't see other people in Soma. The ending of Soma rewired my neural pathways. The ending of Soma, oh, fuck. Not to spoil the ending of Soma. I've not played it. I've watched people play it, so it's probably a bit of a different experience. The ending of Soma, when, like, the shot happens... Oh, fuck. Like, there's so many moments in Soma. There's so many moments in Soma that are like, oh, fuck. But, like, right at the end, when the shot happens... And it's like, fuck! Oh, shit. Jesus. Just, like, the realization is just like, oh, my God. That's why I was just like watching that, it's just like, it feels like the Soma devs, just in terms of, like, ideas that it's discussing already. But, that seems to have a, like, definitely seems to be a lot more budget than Soma does. Like, Soma has, like, enemies and stuff, but, like, Soma feels very restricted in terms of, like, what they can do in the game. In terms of, like, other characters and stuff. So, that seems to have a lot more going on, budget-wise in Soma. I don't know how Soma sold. I know it was critically, like, well-received. A lot of people praise it and just be like, yo, you gotta check this out. But I don't know whether it was, like, a massive game or anything. 128.47.
Worlds that bend reality. and stories that blur the line between ordinary and the impossible. They're one of the most distinct voices in our industry, and whenever they show up, you know you're about to see something unlike anything else.
Doesn't narrow it down, I'll be honest. Oh, it's another Divinity one. We're doing Divinity again. Why are we getting a second trailer for Divinity? Oh! Oh! I recognize her. I recognized her. I ain't played it, but I do recognize her. It's a redhead woman in a black jacket. Of course, I'm gonna like have that like laser locked into my memory forever. Of course, I am. I'm very excited to play the Remedyverse games. The Remedyverse games are very much the type of thing that.
Do you feel it?
Remedyverse like feels like the way that people talk about like Suda, in terms of just like, are they the best games out there in terms of like how well made or how good they feel or anything like that? No. Are they unique experiences that are very, very, very distinctly like Remedy games are like Remedy games and nothing else is like Remedy games, like how Grasshopper games are like Grasshopper games and no other games are like Grasshopper games? That's what I hear about Remedy games. That's what I hear about Remedy. Which obviously makes me excited as someone who has played 2 Grasshopper games and like loved the
An
time
intrusive pattern. Of staggering power.
Biblically accurate pigeon!
Reshaping reality as we know it.
So I thought Control was inside of a building. This seems to be a bit beyond a building.
Inside. Eventually worms its way out. You must have had good reasons. But we were not prepared. For what would follow.
I thought Control was a shooter. I thought Control was a shooter. This doesn't seem like a shooter.
Pace yourself.
Bro, what the fuck is Control? I mean, I already know that Control's fucking weird because like the whole thing is like brutalist architecture fucking with you.
That is a good one. Control Resonant is coming in 2026 from the masters at Remedy Entertainment in Finland, whose last game, Alan Wake 2, won multiple awards here at the Game Awards in 2023, including Best Game Direction. It is always exciting to have past TGA winners return to our show to showcase their upcoming projects. Still to
When
come
do I
tonight,
start
we'll
the
have a
Remedy games? I have
performance
too
from
many long
Evanescence,
series
plus
I wanna do.
awards including Best Score in Music, Best Narrative, Best Game Direction, and Game of the Year. Plus, we'll introduce you to this year's TGA Game Changer recipient. And of course, there are more new game announcements ahead as well from studios big and small.
So many good video games.
Including an extended new look at Phantom Blade Zero and Lara Croft's return.
Are they going to enjoy the
in
Remedy
Tomb
games
Raider.
massively?
But right
Again,
now,
the way
we've got
that
a
Remedy is
brand new
described
original
to
game
me
to share with you.
is the way that
This
people
global
describe
announcement
Grasshopper
comes all the way
games
from
in
Tokyo,
terms of
Japan,
unique,
and a
very
legendary
distinct
game developer.
experiences.
He's working on an
And I
ambitious
will
new project.
always fuck
we are
with that
honored
shit.
he chose TGA as the place to share the first details.
I will
and in-engine
always fuck with
footage
an
with the world.
experience that feels like it is wholly unique that only this group of people could have possibly done. I will always fuck with that. And that's what Remedy sounds like from what I've heard people say. I refuse to take the knife, fuck you!
Motherfucker!
Nagoshi?
Shinji-san, yeah? Time to settle up.
Hey, Daiki. When'd you make it back?
Excuse me, sir. Shut your mouth.
All right. Talk soon.
On your feet, now. Son of a... Fuck it! Just kill him!
Is he stepping out of Bantam? Is he stepping out of Bantam? Okay, no, there's cars and shit. Okay, this is, okay. Okay, it's gonna, yeah. What if Yakuza but way more violent? Come on!
Gang of Dragon is deep into development. Nagoshi-san, thank you for that announcement. All right, next up is something...
Bruh! Okay, like, to be fair, this does look a lot more like the one that's actually in Kabuchiko. The one in Kamurocho does look different to the one in Kabuchiko. This one does look a lot more like the one in Kabuchiko, but like... Grind through a story in Kabuchiko? Nagoshi, really? I mean, like, the tone does seem very different. The tone does seem very different. The tone is absolutely very different. This dude is built like a brick shithouse. Like, the guy is firing off shitloads of guns. It seems like Yakuza, but what if it was way more intense on, like, the crime aspect.
Gang of Dragon is deep into development. Nagoshi-san, thank you for that.
Besides the actual Kabuchiko and not a parody of it?
Next up is something very cool
okay.
and very unexpected.
Okay. So it might take place in actual Kabuchiko instead of Kamurocho. Because I don't even think they need to do that. Like, I don't think Yakuza needs to have their talent names not be like the real life ones. I don't think there's anything that stops them from doing that. I mean, a sign like that, they might need, like, licensing from the city to do and stuff like that. Madong Circle is God's gift to action movies, and I'm so glad they linked up with him. I was gonna say, he looked familiar. And I think he's Korean. I was gonna say the guy did look familiar, and I'm just like, I think that guy's Korean from memory. He did very much like, I swear I recognize his face. Train to Busan. Ah, okay. Yes. Basing it together now. In this game, you play as the secret Korean. Yeah. This dude, yeah. Yeah, everyone else is just like, I gotta shoot the zombies and run away from them. And this guy is like, I'm just gonna fucking punch them. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen Train to Busan, but I have, yes. Well, I don't know if I've seen the whole thing. I don't know if I've seen the whole thing or whether it's like I've seen parts of it. But I've definitely like, I can now picture the guy in the movie. It's like, yes. That's why he looks familiar. Anyways, very curious to see how Nagoshi goes with like a different studio doing that. Who's the team that got Nagoshi? Is it NetEase or Crafton? I can't remember if it was NetEase or Crafton that Nagoshi went to. Just because Crafton's been having issues, like Subnautica 2 issues, in terms of just like, Crafton seems to be trying to screw over the companies that they got. But I can't remember if Nagoshi went to Crafton or NetEase. They're like two of the bigger ones who have been like getting more companies lately that aren't just completely going under instantly, like Embracer. Embracer, I don't know if any games actually ever got out of Embracer before. They're just like, we're starting to sell off the companies again, because all we did was literally buy everything. Or at least Crafton and NetEase are a little slower in that aspect. A little slower than that. I'm getting propaganded, I think. I've seen some odd takes about Nagoshi using Kabuchika, which I find very odd. I mean, I could understand the idea of, like, wanting to more to return to roots or anything like that. Like, Nagoshi isn't just a person who worked on Yakuza games. Nagoshi is the guy who came up with it. Like, Nagoshi is the person who was pushing for Yakuza to exist after Shenmue came out. It is Nagoshi's, like, concept from the beginning. I can understand the idea of Nagoshi wanting to be like, Yakuza has extended very far beyond what it started as, and there's a lot of people who are working on it who are doing good work and doing their own things. I would like to have another crack at doing, like, my idea again, and the easiest way to do that is with a different company. I've read Nagoshi felt stifled by Sega's restrictions on Yakuza, but also read that on Twitter, so maybe gobbledygook, yeah. But yeah, this is like the idea that, like, Nagoshi leaves and goes back to, like, something that, like, feels similar to Yakuza 1 is not surprising. Again, Nagoshi isn't just a person who ended up being put in the director's seat of Yakuza. Nagoshi is the brainchild of Yakuza originally at Sega. He was the one who pushed for it repeatedly to try and get it into an existence. It was his concept. So, yeah. So the idea of just, like, I'm going to have another crack at that original idea is not surprising, and I don't blame the dude for it.
Express her love of gaming. You guys are very inspirational. Thank you.
I don't know. 10 years in the joint, man. You fucking holy shit, you're huge.
Okay, it is my honor to present the TGA Game
Why are they so heavy?
Award to Girls Make Games. Congratulations and a huge thanks to Monica Paredes and Ellie Freeman for accepting on behalf of GMG.
Well, I saw the time was 1:55:23, and that was like in the middle of. I don't recognize who any of them are. I don't know if I should.
Thank you so much, Felicia, and congratulations to Girls Make Games. It's an incredible program. I've had the chance to visit their summer camps in the past, and it is truly inspiring.
You're not a girl, Geoff. Why are you attending?
These young developers bring to the medium.
Maybe
initiatives like that
that's
open
fair.
doors. They shape the future of
better
our
do that than
industry
me
in a positive way. I have no doubt that some of the girls in that program today
will make games.
Be on this stage in the years ahead, accepting awards
they made
for the games they
games.
helped create. Now, it's time to move on to our next announcement here at Game Awards.
All right, they do announcements of these Game Awards.
The entire world
Monkey.
knows your legend. You survived the Dragon's Triangle. Crossed the threshold to Atlantis.
I think you skipped one.
I've heard a dozen told tales that say you're
134. No, look, 134 is this. Is Gang of Dragon. And then I went to 155.23, which is where we are now. 113, you didn't put that in the list. That's not in the list you linked me. Oh, you have 128.47 linked twice on this list. On Discord, you put 128.47 twice. I'm gonna guess one of those is then 113. It's alright, we can go back in time. We can go back in time.
Anticipated game, and tonight we're
Girls no
excited
longer
to
make
dive
games.
deeper into the game and some of the surprises that await.
Ooh, surprises. And they're awaiting. Capcom! It's the Residente Evils. It's this woman whose name I've forgotten, despite us hearing it like a couple of times. The first mistake was just like a crafter who won't make macros.
Hello?
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Ashcroft.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others? And it's not post-mortem lividity. Hey, I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found.
Teeth.
Through you, Elpis can finally be
Elpis!
set free.
I'm gonna have to fight Hermes again.
The team has
3
settled on a
times in
person
one
of
expansion
interest.
wasn't enough.
Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Grace! Grace!
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
Welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
That's our mansion. Oh! Oh.
Hey, over here. FBI.
Oh, I thought it'd be a game about playing as
Would you
Ashcroft.
like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never.
I thought it would be a game about playing as Ashcroft.
Take a 1 second.
Like a section of Leon? A section of Leon, I think would be fine. If it was like 8, where you get like a section as Chris.
Characters is back for Resident Evil Requiem. The story in Requiem will intertwine the fate of 2 playable characters. Grace's storyline takes players through a unique survival horror experience, while Leon delivers explosive action to the game.
Oh, so it's gonna be like
exciting. It's coming out in February.
Okay,
All
so
right.
it's like
This year
Resident
has
Evil
been
2.
an incredible one for independent games.
Where you
we've been
have
talking
2
about all night.
playthroughs.
Bold original titles created
But in this,
outside
they're
the
going to
traditional
like
big publisher
feel very
system.
different.
So we felt it was important to spotlight those visionary projects tonight, right alongside the big franchises. This next game is a good example. It comes from a legendary
want Grace to,
in the
like,
independent scene, someone I first met back in 2000.
I just want, every time they say Miss Ashcroft, my brain feels into Madeline Ashcroft like Goldie Hawn, and in death becomes her. So, like, here's my thing. I hope Grace gets to feel like a character with agency and has her own path and her own story to take. The way that Ethan got to do that in 7 and 8. Like, I don't want Ashcroft to feel like Ashley in 4. And, like, if I wasn't told that you play them in separate storylines, I would see that trailer and just go, oh, Ashcroft is Ashley from 4. And you're just Leon from 4 again. But with a different type of Ash with you this time. That's like what, because when I saw that, that's like immediately what I was worried about. I was immediately worried about that. For what I was saying, Grace segments feel a lot more like Haunting Grounds than Ashley RE4. Okay. Like, because, yeah, just based on the trailer, it's what immediately was worried about, where it's just like, oh, Ashcroft, like, Grace isn't going to be, like, an actual, like, proper character protagonist for most of the game. She's going to be an Ashley to Leon. But if they're separate storylines that just, like, have different types of gameplay, I think that can work. Because, again, like, the section where you play as Chris in 8 works really well. Because it's a section, and then you still, like, finish the game as Ethan. Like, it's one of the things that, like... It's one of the things where, like, Resident Evil 8 is stronger in terms of, like, its playable protagonist character and how much you care about their personal journey than any other Resident Evil game. Because of how well they do Ethan in Resident Evil 8. So I'm just like, I would like Grace to, like, also feel like she gets that. So if it's separate playthroughs, like, then I think that can work. 2 hours after the segment, I saw my first 6-year-old Leon showing Hole on X the Everything app. This is not surprising. It's one of those cases where I can tell that it's just like they designed him to look old so he'd look hotter.
Awards for the games they help create.
To be fair, Leon's always been a character that gets hotter as he gets older.
It's time to move on to
like,
our
if you
next
compare Leon in
announcement.
RE2 to Leon in RE4, Leon RE4 is obviously noticeably way hotter than Leon RE2.
Knows your legend.
He goes from very babyface to, like, a man.
You survived.
So it makes sense that he's, like, gonna be a character who, like, ages very gracefully. Is this all Lara Croft? I thought the studios that Lara Croft were doing were, like, closed down. I thought they were, like, Square things and they all shut down.
But I say, all legends must come to an end.
They have a lot of female Capcom employees that are making sure Leon stays hot. Okay, well, this is Lara in a blue top.
That's where you're wrong. I'm just getting started.
So is this a sequel to, like, the new ones that they're doing? That, like, fills in up until the old ones? Or is this, like, straight up a continuation of the older ones? Or just, like, fucking get another, like, new timeline? But she's more like the original games than, like, the newbie adventurer that we knew in, like, the 2 Square ones. Full reboot, Square fully liquidated the rights. Oh, okay.
As I looked out,
well, we don't have Uncharted anymore, so
my mind traveled back.
We don't have Uncharted anymore, so if we've lost Dune Raider, we can go back to Moon Raider.
Began. And everything changed.
So wait, who the fuck is making this then? Do we have a Deus Ex reboot too?
It's been
Amazon
years,
Game Studios?
but the events are still etched
That doesn't
in
tell
my
me
memory.
much. Crystal Dynamics. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, Amazon Game Studios didn't have much. Crystal Dynamics does.
Frozen in time.
Crystal Dynamics does. I didn't recognize the other name there, but Crystal Dynamics.
Waiting behind every door. Across every chasm. I didn't know then the path this adventure would send me on.
Dinosaurs!
But it lit a fire that still burns. I need to see more. I need to go further.
This definitely feels a lot more like the original PS1 Tomb Raider games. Just in terms of just like, you know, over-the-top set pieces, dinosaurs you're fighting off, parkouring puzzles and challenges everywhere.
Some legends are destined to be retold.
Tomb Raider! Legacy of Atlantis. Oh, so that's a... Oh, so that one's a remake. Okay. Okay, that's why that one felt a lot more old school. Okay.
There you
Because that
have
one's a
it,
remake.
not one
Okay.
but two Tomb Raider games. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, a reimagining of Lara's iconic debut from 1996 for the 30th anniversary in 2026 next year.
Wasn't there,
And
like,
Tomb
some
Raider
horrible
Catalyst, a
remasters
brand
recently?
new game and Lara's biggest adventure yet in 2027.
Well, I don't know.
And now for something completely.
There was remasters somewhat recently of the Tomb Raider games. But like, there's so many remasters of like old games that I get confused which ones are like actually came out okay and which ones are hot garbage. I can't remember if like the Tomb Raider trilogy came out as hot garbage or not. For like the remasters. I'd probably just alright. Okay.
Unexpected.
Oh, I don't think I'm watching this one. That says Earth. I'm glad. No! No! No, 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 no. No, this is Omni-Man, I think.
We're excited to share the global
Yeah,
announcement of
bullshit.
an upcoming game coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2.
We haven't had anything switched to yet. I don't know who that is. Kepler sounds familiar. Where do I know Kepler from? Sue several Wizard of the Coast games because they showed nothing. How is this art style happening in 3D in like playable? How? I'm looking at it and I legitimately don't know how. How are they How are they nailing the 80s anime aesthetic so perfectly in 3D in like video game? How? I'm looking at it and I don't get how they're doing it. Like they look like hand-drawn cells. But like, how do you do that in like a 3D movement game? And also like gameplay style, it's like fucking all the stuff that Joseph Fares, like forget his name. It Takes Two, Split Fiction, stuff like that. A Way Out. Like it's gameplay like it's gameplay like that. A Way Out. It Takes Two, Split Fiction. It's like that with like 80 like with a very well done 80s anime art style. That is very impressive. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, it was a big indie collective, okay.
Doesn't
So it's like a
that look
devolver.
fun? A two-player co-op game starring Maki and Omura with a retro anime universe aesthetic.
How the fuck?
Orbitals is coming in 2026.
How, like, that is...
Now it's time to present some other...
Geoff!
Yes,
no,
Kitty?
I don't want to hear about Geoff fucking the puppet anymore. I am blown away by the actually able to make that look the way that it does, and holy fucking shit. How? Anyway, we're skipping like an hour now. We're skipping over an hour. I'm a Stellar of Waldorf. Can we hear about how they had sex? Okay, this was Piggy again. I do know some people who do that old anime style, but yeah, in movement in a video game is like, that's the shit that blows my mind of like, how do you even do that? How do you even do that? Klebski opening some more rewards. Klebski opening some more rewards.
Huge. But yeah, anyway. Thank you all
After
so much.
all that,
Have
the
a
big
lovely
final
evening.
review was a random master shooter. Oh, like over here. Like somewhere in this. Oh, it was a nice combat.
Congratulations, Sandfall. A big night for independent games. All right, we've come to a very special point in tonight's show, especially for those of us who have been playing games for decades. Over the years, there have been many games, characters, and franchises we've all wished would return, and certainly many I'd hope that we'll be ready to announce at an event like this one day. Tonight, I'm excited to share this piece of news with all of you.
The world needs you again.
Oh, it's a Mega Man! Ah, it's a Mega Man! I have a lot of Mega Man. Mega Man's another one of those really long games, like, series for me to get through. Mega Man's also on there, but there's like a billion Mega Man games. There's approximately 40 billion Mega Man games. This looks like 11. Is this 11? Is it just 12? Anime panel from Time Rejoice. Do I have to play Mighty Number 9 as part of like a Mega Man series? Mega Man Dual Override. That's a long time away. That's a really long time away. Why are we hearing about it now?
Capcom for years. This was the year, and 2027 cannot come soon enough. And even got a very early glimpse at first gameplay. The team really wanted to share that with you tonight to show the classic 2D style that they're returning to. Coming up, Game of the Year, but first an exclusive new look at the Super Mario Galaxy movie coming to theaters.
Okay, guys, they were trying to give any more to Mega Man Ace Attorney and DMC, and we all laughed. That wasn't called Mega Man 12. That wasn't called Mega Man 12. It looked a lot like 11, though. From what I've seen in 11, it looks very similar to 11. Give us Ace Attorney 7, Capcom. Wait until I finish Ace Attorney. There's too many franchises for me to work through. See, I have an air conditioner over here now. I have an air conditioner over here. And it feels like I've been streaming for however many hours now, like 2.5. I feel so pleasant in this room right now with my air conditioner keeping me cool. So hopefully I can stream a lot more because I won't have days where I feel so lethargic because I'm so hot that I can't stream. Hopefully. Hopefully. So maybe all of these long series that I want to play through, I can catch up if I can stream consistently. Thanks to the aircon of the conditioner. I'm hoping. That's the plan, at least. I have skipped, like, the last 2 months, I have skipped so many days of streaming because I'm just like, it is way too fucking hot. I will melt. But now with this, now with my air conditioner, I can get caught up on all this. I can get caught up on all the Ace Attorneys so that I can play through all the Mega Mans. So then I can play through all of the Remedy games. So then I can play through Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Coffee time, we have one more! Crafts, there's one more! And you want me to see it because it's Clair Obscur Expedition 33, winning Game of the Year. One last award! Clair Obscur Expedition 33 winning one last award. I forgot how long the Sonic game list is at this point. I'm not drinking coffee. I'm not leaving. Ah, there we go. Well, I think is like the idea for the Sonic games is that I marathon those so they don't bog me down for years. They'll just bog me down for half a year while I get through them all. Is this the multiplayer? Is this the multiplayer hero shooter? Looks like a hero shooter.
Light belongs to me.
Alright, here's Fujimoto City. One develop the more its core IP, so you find its monster straight out from Resident Evil.
Shield breaker forming.
Capcom remembering they have IPs. Let's be honest, right?
Strike fast. Siege tower coming in.
The enemy is on gate.
I'm coming for you.
Marking baddies from above.
Okay, I have a really important question. I have a really important question about this game that I'm seeing so far. Outside of, like, yeah, it's a hero shooter and we're, like, so removed from, like, the trend of hero shooters. Like, why are you putting one that seems to have so little source? What aesthetic is this going for? Other than no. What? Like, what? Like, I'm seeing, like, people send out fantasy birds, like, doing things and with magic swords next to, like, helldivers with machine guns sending out tanks into, like, armored forts that, like, have, like, fantasy, like, autumn meadows behind them. Next to, like, ice giant men. Like, this ice giant man is storming this, like, 1915 war garrison. Like, if I didn't know any better. If I didn't know any better, the plot of this game.
This is my oath.
If I didn't know any better, the plot of this game. Why does the barbarian man have a revolver? Like, you can do shit. You can do weird, funky things. You can do weird, funky things, but, like, nothing is cohesive there. Like, if you hi over Guardwatch. If you told me that the plot of this is people from all different periods of time have been, like, sucked out of their time and put into, like, an temporal games for some form of, like, wizard master to be like, I'm gonna test war from all different periods of history to see how the best to be war. This is not Respawn! Fuck off, this is not Respawn.
Pretty crazy, that's right. High Guard launches in just 7 weeks on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It is insanely fun to see, fun to play, as you saw in that trailer. And now it's time for our final award. Last year, your first look at the gameplay. I played it, and after you see this trailer, I think you're going to want to as well. Welcome.
Your light belongs to me.
Moving in for the attack.
Why will no one let these people just make Titanfall 3? Why is there no one who will let them make Titanfall 3? Why? Why are they stuck in this hell? By the way, you can tell us how something better about original DNA is the reload animation. Like, again, you can do fun things with, like, historical anachronicity. You can do that. You can have the deliberate, like, combining of shit. Like, Final Fantasy XIV is honestly a really good example, I think, of just, like, their combination of, like, tech and, like, periods of history that it adopts from comes together into, like, a cohesive world. But it's just, like, you need some form of grounding element to make them feel like they all come together. But it's just like, this is too much like a modern gun. Like, these are too much just energy swords from a fantasy world. This is too much just a tank. Like, there's no, it feels like no effort to blend them together into feeling like these are all part of one world. It feels like it's haphazard. Again, if the story of this is it's pulled from all parts of history and chucked together, that's what it feels like. It feels like it's all different things chucked together, and it's not meant to be cohesive. Overwatch had a Crusader and nobody batted an eye. Yeah. The internet doesn't like it good. The overall response is, what the fuck is this? Okay. So it's not just me who is, like, looking at this just being like, I don't feel a cohesive artistic vision.
I am a warden, and this is my oath.
I don't, like, nothing about that. It doesn't even feel enough different for that type of idea. Yeah, like, if you wanted to have all different things clash from all history, you'd go even further with
That's
it.
right, High Guard launches in just 7 weeks on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It is insane.
I'm not gonna lie, that may be one of the worst trailers I've seen for, like, any video game.
It's time for our final award. Last year, Astrobot took home Game of the Year.
That may be one of the worst trailers I've seen for any video game.
Game's director present Game of the Year this year.
I have now apologized to Ant from Nerd on Anime.
Nico Doucet.
Astrobot. Astrobot. Can't believe Astrobot won again this year. I can't believe just the DLC they added for the team.
Oh, good day wherever you are. This is it, right?
So
last year we were blessed with a huge honor on this very stage. So it is with great joy that we're back today to pass this incredible award onto another team. Congratulations to all nominees tonight. With your games, you made us travel, dream, sweat, laugh, and sometimes, very often, cry, actually. From kids to hardcore gamers, there was truly something for everyone this year.
Did Bonanza get nominated?
And have you noticed? The games nominated this year were created by teams from all over the world. This is a testament that our industry feeds from various world cultures. And in this day and age, this is something we should really, really appreciate and celebrate. And also, each of these games had amazing music. So without further ado, please enjoy the nominations for Game of the Year, courtesy of the Game Awards Orchestra.
See, I already know who
Maestro,
won,
take it away.
But we have to see this. It is the best part of the show. There he is! There he is! Yeah! But too late. We're at the end. And no unexciting things. Did he change instrument? The woman had the double fisted pizza. Crystal trumpet there. He's got an inventory system. He doesn't just have that, he has a crafting system. Found some pipes and he put them together in the middle of the set. Dude's at the crafting table mixing. So curious about getting the Silk Song. Silk Song seems so incredibly divisive, and based on my opinions of Hollow Knight, it either means I'll absolutely love it or I hate it. Because I love Hollow Knight so much, but I also have strong opinions on the parts that I don't like about it. There's not many of them, but the parts I don't like about it, I have very strong opinions on. How many do you have? Do you have one per game? Oh, okay, we do have Donkey Kong. Why is Donkey Kong, out of all of these, the one thing that has vocals? What is with Nintendo games and vocals lately? Like, you boot up Kirby Air Riders and the, by the way, vocal track. Nintendo have just decided that's their thing now. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Vocal tracks fuck. But it's just out of all of the games that were here, I wasn't expecting the one to have vocals to be Donkey Kong. But the vocals for E3 360 in the audience, she said that the award 1 hour ago. Need to play so much more Air Riders in the crossword mines for too long. Air Riders is the best racing game I've ever played. But I also understand it's like very, very, very different to any other racing game, so it's really like a weird contest. Yeah! Yeah!
And the game of the year is mon ami Clair Obscur, Expédition 33.
So why are they dressed so stereotypically French? Is it just for the bit, or is it like actually relevant to Clair Obscur? Is it just so they stand out as, yes, we are the French devs of the French game? It became a bit with the community? Ah, okay. Is the E3 ending with the entire dev team got to show up for the thing? Well, from my understanding, it's funded by like one of the devs' dads, right? They didn't even go on stage for every award director hasn't shown up set of words until now. That's nice. Isn't it like the director or the producer? Isn't it like his dad is just like super rich? So he's like, yeah, I'll fund it. It's not like they had a different publisher. It's just like one of them is rich.
What a weird timeline for us. This was supposed to be a joke. I have no idea what's happening. Well, I want to thank first the incredible team at Soundfall Interactive. They are not watching from home as we brought literally everybody here to celebrate with us. So I love you guys.
I mean, like, if that's like the entire full-time
I also want to thank Kepler Interactive, our publisher, but also our localization teams, our playtesters, our wonderful cast for both motion capture and voice, and all the people who worked on this game to make it happen. It's really a teamwork. So just thank you to everybody who contributed. And also, I want to extend a thanks to the unsung heroes of this industry, the people who make tutorials on YouTube on how to make a game, because we had no idea how to make a game before. So thank you. And I'll extend a personal thank you to an important man in my life, Mr. Hironobu Sakaguchi, who made me fall in love with games and inspired me to become a game dev. So thank you.
Yo! And people out here trying to be like, thank God that Expedition 33 is replacing JRPGs.
And finally, just
Dude,
a
here's
massive
literally
thank you to
Sakaguchi
the players
on stage.
for all your covers, your fan art, your endless arguing about which ending is the good one. That's wonderful to read. Thank you so much. And I think that actions are worth more than words. So if you remember, we promised some content a few months ago. So I'm very happy to say that it's releasing now. And you can just go home and play. It's free. New weapons, new quests, new boss, just stuff. So just thank you so much. You changed our lives. You changed the studio's life, and it's really wonderful. So thank you, and for those who come after.
The only non-full-time devs were contract animators from South Korea because they didn't have the skill sets to animate as bombastically as they liked. The 400 people in the credit scrub will never not make me laugh. Do you not know what a credit is? Well, because like some teams, there are some teams that
congratulations to Sandfall,
like contract out a
Game
lot
of
of
the Year
roles.
winner, and that is going to do it for the Game Awards 2025. Thank you all for watching, voting, and being a part of this community. And congratulations to all the nominees, winners, and teams who debuted new games tonight. We'll see you again on Friday, June 5th for our biggest summer game fest ever from the Dolby Theater in LA. And we'll be back right here at Peacock Theater for the Game Awards next December. Thanks to our entire Game Awards team and everyone who helped make this show possible. Happy holidays. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that's like frustratingly in our era of everything has to be a discourse and everything needs to be a point in to prove someone else wrong or to prove yourself correct. Like we do have examples of Geoff being on stage. Like, there are people who want to utilize, like, who want to oversell the importance of, like, how few people work on it. Like, again, we have that classic quote from Geoff, like, earlier this year at Summer Games Fest, of just, like, this game made by a solo dev and 12 other people or something like that. And it's just, like... Summer Games Fest maybe appreciate the Game Awards more. It feels like Keely is constantly here. I'll appreciate it less. Oh. But yeah, it's like again, it's one of those things where it's just like how many people work on a game and size of everything like that. It is all like it's always used to prove, just be like, see, look at how few people it takes to make these incredible experiences. We can lay off so many people and, like, they can make these big games. Or, like, look at how many people it takes to make a game. There's no such thing as, like, a small game because every game is made of, like, 2 billion people and everything like that. Does it feel especial if you have a mid-year Game Awards, too? I feel like but, like, at least this actually has awards where I feel like Summer Games Fest was like every trailer was like fucking 5 minutes long and it made me want to fucking die. I started dissociating in the middle of the Summer Games Fest because of how fucking slow and drawn out the entire goddamn experience was. It was awful. Again, it's one of those things. Clair Obscura is just another one on the list of just games that are endlessly discoursed about. People will use how many people worked on the game to suit whatever agenda they want. To either say, look, see, it can't be indie, 400 people worked on it because there's 400 names in the credits. Or people will say, look, it has like 30 full-time devs. Look at how few people it takes to make experiences as good as this and everything like that. This is like, again, like, which one's accurate, which one is representative of like the actual experience. None of that is the important thing. It's always just people will use that as a bludgeon to just say whatever, like, to try and prove whatever point they want. And I'm not criticizing anyone here of doing that. But it's just like, nothing can just be what it is. Everything needs to be argued about constantly. Every little detail needs to be a point for or against a theoretical argument that people are trying to win, when that theoretical argument is often just people yelling at each other online and everything like that. And, like, I am fine. I'm so tired of online. I'm, like, because I see some people complaining about just, like, why is everything discourse? But they'll say it like, I'm fine with people having opinions. And I think opinions are good. And I think you should have opinions on a lot of things. You can have opinions on minutiae and talk about them endlessly. That's literally what I do as part of this channel. Like, caring a lot about the minutiae of something and wanting to talk a lot about it, I think is a good thing. You can have nuanced opinions and have, like, a lot of, like, things to say about even the small details. You can do all of that. And I see some people when they say, I'm tired of discourse, they mean that they're tired of people having any opinions whatsoever. Like, someone will say, having a lot of fun with this game, or, oh, I didn't quite like this game. And you'll see someone respond going, oh my god, does everything have to be discourse? To just someone sharing an opinion. But also, I'm sick of everything being discourse. I'm sick of every bit of that minutia and every bit of people having opinions on every little detail about every little thing, as so many people wanting to use that as like, and this is why I'm right, or and this is why you were wrong, or just be like, oh, this is why, like, you're morally bad for doing this, or this is why you're morally good for doing this. And it's just like, every little thing becoming the most important thing to ever exist. And I don't mean to conflate that, like, because some people, again, some people who are, like, hate opinions, will, like, you'll turn around and be like, hey, this thing's important. And people will turn around and say, ugh, I'm so sick of people trying to make everything important. But, like, there is, like, a balancing scale. Again, it's one of those things where you have people who will take not important things and yell and scream about them all day. And then that can drown out the people who are talking about stuff that's more important, but don't yammer on about it anywhere near as much. And then you get people who see both of these things and then just get sick of anyone having opinions in general. And it's just, everything is so exhausting. Everything is so exhausting. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is so tiring to hear people talk anymore. Because so many people will do so many things like that. And I'm not saying that I am immune to that or anything like that. Absolutely not. That's the issue with all of this. It's so easy to get infected by it. You could so easily say that what I'm trying to say here now is that I try to, like, address things with the nuance that I believe they deserve. You'll hear me constantly when I talk about opinions of games or little moments of, like, the constant bouncing back and forth of just, like, here's, like, why I think things are good, why they aren't good, why things do work, why they don't work, what I think, like, and anything like that. It turns into the very centrist talking point that you have strong feelings about something, strong feelings are bad, therefore your opinion is invalid. Yes. Yes, there's a lot of people who will also say that. Like, because some of the people have strong feelings about stuff and use that as a bludgeon to make themselves feel better and make other people feel worse. And that fucking sucks. But then people will see that and go, you have strong feelings, they're bad in general, so therefore whatever you're saying is irrelevant. And that also it's just this, it's an endless cycle of shit. It is an endless cycle of shit. And it has gotten so much worse in the last, I mean, it's always been getting worse. Like, as long as any of us, anyone who's watching this realistically, as long as we've been alive, it's been consistently getting worse. But I feel like the last 2 years especially, it is like fucking rapid in terms of just how much worse discussions about anything are becoming. The last 2 years in particular, it is just like talking about anything is so exhausting. It is so exhausting to like, oh, I'm curious about like Kirby Air Riders. Let me look that up on YouTube. And before the game is out, just being like met with a cavalcade of Kirby Air Riders, the worst Kirby game. I'm really worried about Kirby Air Riders with like a cross through Sakurai's face, say, and shit like that. And it's just like all before the game comes out, or it's just like type in Mario Kart World onto YouTube. I fucking dare you to type Mario Kart World onto YouTube and not have a fucking aneurysm when you see a 45-minute video of someone saying why Mario Kart World is the worst Nintendo game, parentheses, by someone who hasn't played the game. I'm not kidding! That's a real video! That's like... and the parentheses are like actually there. This person actually put out a fucking 3/4 hour video about Mario Kart World and why they hate it, and put in the title openly that they haven't played the fucking game. And it's just like... So stay tuned for more of my videos. I get emotional and I get intense about things, but I'd like to think it's in a way that comes from like genuine passion for the art form and genuine opinions that I genuinely just wish to share with people, because I find the idea of sharing opinions fun, and not because I'm trying to win an imaginary argument with people who I'll never speak to ever again in my life. I don't know if that's much of a selling point, but I don't know how many content creators can say that is their selling point anymore. What I'm saying is that I'm better than everyone else. I am the best YouTuber and best Twitch streamer out there, and it's bullshit I didn't win the award that we didn't watch for the person who does that the best, because I'm the only one who is normal about opinions. Don't look at my Kingdom Hearts videos. Don't worry. Stop it. Don't do it. Anyways, this was the thing. There was some weird shit shown off here that I like really like. Weird shit, like positive. Like weird shit in terms of just like I wasn't expecting to see something like that. Like that Badger game that's like super meta with like what genres it's going to. The fucking like the AMV that we got for like Stupid Never Dies of just being like, hey, what if someone was just like really heavily inspired by Lollipop Chainsaw? Like, fuck yeah, let's go. So I wasn't going to until you said that. No, I was 19 at the time. Look at how much of an idiot I am as a 30-something-year-old. You think I was any smarter when I was 19? Fuck no! Don't do it. Anyways, I'm out of here. Stay tuned for the next time that I make the objectively best content on the internet, because I have the most correct opinions about everything and am also the best at presenting those opinions in the most engaging and fun and entertaining way. Until next time, this is Version2, signing out.